What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Akephalos here, and today we are going to be continuing our playthrough of Mass Effect 2. So before we get into it, folks, all I want to say is that if you're going to enjoy this episode, please be sure to leave a like on this video as well as hit that big red subscribe button down below so don't miss whenever I upload the next episode or whenever I start the next series in here on the channel. You guys won't want to miss this. I have a lot planned. So yeah, if you hit that big red subscribe button down below, you won't miss any of it. Alright, so with that being said, let's get back into today's whole thing. So here we are in Mass Effect 2. Now, if you recall, we have just finished off the main story in the previous episode. So yeah, it was a series finale for Mass Effect 2. Now we're gonna kickstart things here in we're gonna kickstart an epilogue series here, I should say. We're gonna kickstart an epilogue here in Mass Effect 2, and that epilogue is gonna consist of us doing 2 DLCs, which are Lair of the Shadow Broker and Arrival. So these are 2 DLCs that we have left, we are yet to complete, but the first DLC that we're going to be doing is Lair of the Shadow Broker. So we're going to have to speak to Liara here on Ilium, so we're going to have to head over there real quick. Now another thing I forgot to mention is that nobody asked this, but I probably should mention this just in case some of you who have played Mass Effect 2 and know what's going on, or are playing Mass Effect 2 and are a bit confused on why I didn't do this, so that you guys will know a bit. So for those of you who have played Mass Effect 2 or are playing Mass Effect 2, you might know that the one option available to us in this game is romance. So first of all, I'm not going to be doing the romance segment. That's because, to me, honestly, I want to try to avoid... well, I know some of you... I know I might be getting on some of the nerves of the Mass Effect fans right now, but I don't really feel like doing any of the romance options because, to be honest, I'm not really one for... Well, I do it off... I mean, I'm not going to be doing it in this series, in the public series. That's because I feel like it's a bit too cheesy for me. I don't know. I'm not really that into the whole, romance gig and stuff like that, and especially on YouTube. I really don't know. It doesn't really sit right with me, It doesn't really... I'm not really feeling in that direction, so I'm gonna try to avoid it. But I know a lot of people might be a bit pissed that I'm not doing it right now. But I'd rather leave that part up to your interpretation. That's because if you play Mass Effect, there's a lot of romance options and stuff like that. I don't want to get into specifics because I obviously can't suit everyone's taste, and I think for the most part it's probably better if we avoid it altogether, just to just to make sure that I stay neutral and stuff like that. So yeah, I'd rather avoid offending anyone here or any controversies and stuff like that. So this is why I'm choosing to stay away from it. But for the most part, what we're gonna do now, what we are gonna be focusing on is it's not the romance, obviously not that. We're gonna be focusing on the DLCs. That is the main story here, the main thing that we're gonna be doing today. So we're gonna be focusing on gameplay mostly. All right, so let's head to the Crescent Nebula in Ilium. Sorry, the Crescent Nebula cluster. Jesus, fucking up my English right here. Alright, so we're gonna have to head to the planet of Ilium because we're gonna meet Liara. It's in the Thessalis system. So let's just go ahead and land on Ilium. Right, guys, so here we are on Ilium, and the first thing we're gonna do is, like I said, we're gonna go speak to Liara to kickstart Lair of the Shadow Broker. Now, if you recall, we were previously on Ilium, but I didn't start the DLC. That's because I felt like it was chronologically accurate to start Lair of the Shadow Broker after. I know some of the players who play Mass Effect 2, they usually like to start Lair of the Shadow Broker before the final mission, but personally for me, I like to start it after the final mission. I feel it makes more sense, at least to me, but for the most part, you guys can play it however you like. Again, like the romance options, you can play it based on what you like, but for me, I'm not gonna do the romance, and in this case, I'm gonna do Lair of the Shadow Broker only after we complete the final mission. Well, we've already completed a final mission, so yeah, let's just go ahead and speak to Liara and let's kickstart this new DLC.
Shepard, it's good to see you again. So, what can I do for you?
Alright, let's get the Shadow Broker.
I know you're looking for the Shadow Broker. Cerberus gave me data on where to find him. Interested?
Absolutely. I had no idea. Let me see what you've got. It looks like a leaked transmission between Shadow Broker operatives. Some hints as to the location and... It's about Farron. He's still alive.
Who's Farron?
He was a friend. He helped me recover your body from the Shadow Broker.
Why did the Shadow Broker want my corpse?
He was going to sell you to the Collectors, but Farron and I stopped him. Farron sacrificed himself to save me.
So, you rescued me. Then how did I end up with Cerberus?
Well, they gave me intel to help recover you. They actually put Farron with me in the first place. After I got out, I gave you to them. They said they could bring you back.
You kept me out of the Collector's hands. Without you, I couldn't have come back. Thank you.
I didn't know how you'd feel when Cerberus restored you. If you'd feel betrayed, or... They brought you back. And now they're giving me a chance to find Farron. After 2 years. I hadn't even dreamed.
Sounds like you and Farron were close.
It's funny. He betrayed me more than once. He was double-dealing for Cerberus, for the Shadow Broker. But in the end, he sacrificed himself for me. I owe him.
If he's been the Shadow Broker's prisoner for 2 years, he may not be in good shape.
I know. But yesterday, all I wanted was the chance to avenge his death. Today, he's alive. I'll do whatever I have to do to get him back.
Any friend of yours is a friend of mine. What's the next step?
I don't know. I need to prepare, to think. I'm going home. Use my terminal if you need any local intel.
You okay?
I've spent 2 years plotting revenge. Now I have the chance to make it a rescue.
Let me help. I'll come by your apartment.
Okay. Hopefully I'll have a plan by then. Thank you, Shepard.
Right, so it looks like looks like we're gonna have to take the cap down to Liara. So we don't really need to use the terminal at this point. That's because we've done everything here in before we kickstarted this DLC. So yeah, there is no further intel available. If let's say you started this DLC before the final mission, and you haven't recruited Samara or Tane, you can access this terminal to get information on those two. But for the most part, since we've done that, what we can do now is we can just head down to Liara's. Well, we're gonna use the cab. We're not gonna head directly to Liara. So, if I'm not mistaken, it should be through this door over here. It's in the usual place. Remember how we went down to? I believe it was the... What level was that? The basement level, I guess. I can't really remember what's the level called. The docking area. You'll see when you get there. I really have trouble to describe some of these places, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe it's because my vocabulary isn't that expanded. I really don't know. Parking bay, I guess. I mean, this kind of looks like a parking bay. So we're gonna have to take the cab to Liara's. That's the cab console. Alright, so this is the cab console. Let's just go ahead and hail a cab, and we're gonna head to Liara's apartment.
And then get your ass someplace safe.
Seal off those trace samples and get them back to the lab.
We got multiple shots fired. Yeah, techs are going over the place now.
Central, we got an open carrier on this end. Switching to a coded relay.
What's going on?
This area is sealed off. Please step back, ma'am.
Sealed off? Why?
Someone tried to kill your friend, Commander Shepard. Thank you, officer. Your people are dismissed.
You can't do that.
Already done. Tila Vasir, Special Tactics and Recon.
A Spectre?
I heard you weren't reinstated. Too bad. You did good work. So, I assume you had business with your friend this evening, Commander.
Liara was following a lead on the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker. Dangerous enemy to have.
If Liara isn't here, where is she?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be sifting through her crap. There's no blood, no body. It looks like T'Soni got away. The sniper didn't plan on her kinetic barrier. Clever girl. Paranoid, but clever.
What are the facts so far?
About 25 minutes ago, someone took a shot at T'Soni. Note the bullet holes. She stuck around for almost 4 minutes before leaving the building. Whatever she was doing was important.
Did the police find anything when they arrived?
Just the mess and the bullet holes. I gave them a gold star for finding the bullet holes.
Liara was expecting me. She would have left a message here. Her office wasn't safe.
I'm not surprised. Helium is just Omega with expensive shoes. I haven't found anything useful for tracking her down yet. You knew T'Soni better than I do. Where would she have hidden her backups?
Let me take a look around.
I like how that was the most generic cop talk either. Oh god. What was it? Gold star for finding the most obvious bullet holes on the glass pane. Alright, so anyway, that was we are here in Liara's apartment, and that was Tila Vasir. So she's a Spectre. She's if you recall, the Spectres are basically the group of something like secret agents, well, not secret agents, special operatives, I guess. A bit like the Navy SEALs, but a bit well, they don't really operate in groups and stuff like they don't really operate in groups, I guess. I'm really not too sure how to describe it, but they're very similar to special forces, I guess. Okay, anyway, so here we are in Liara's apartment, and looks like someone tried to kill Liara, and we're gonna have to investigate what transpired over here. Liara is obviously gone. She's nowhere to be seen. Her body isn't here. There's no blood, so she escaped, and yeah, that's all good for us, but we're gonna have to find her. Alright, so first things first, we're gonna take a look at this impact shot right here, and let's see what we can find.
The rifle used to do that wasn't standard issue. The kinetic barrier deflected the shots, but they still managed to penetrate the glass.
Alright, so looks like we're dealing with enemies that are very well equipped, I should say. So let's take a look at this N7 armor. I believe it's ours. I mean, it's a piece of N7 armor.
It's part of my old armor.
Looks like someone didn't like you much either.
I don't get what she meant though. It doesn't look destroyed or anything, but you do you, Tila, I guess. Okay, let's see if we get anything when we speak to Tila herself.
Don't worry, Commander. We'll find her.
Alright.
I'm glad I got here before those amateurs got their jam hands on everything.
Let's try that again.
I'm going to review the security logs again to see if I can learn anything else.
Alright, I guess we're not gonna get anything from her. Okay, let's take a look at this degree certificate.
A doctorate from the University of Ceres, Bagonthesia. She's getting good use out of all that education.
No shit. Liara indeed is getting good use of all that education. Look at our place, man. It's so damn clean. I mean, take a look at this place. Jesus, I'd kill to live in a place like this. Fuck it, hell. Well, I mean, in metaphorically kill, not literally, I guess. Okay, let's take a look at this painting.
Yeah, that's not the Asari homeworld. I'm not sure what planet that is.
It's Ilos.
Yeah, it is Ilos. Okay, so Ilos is a place in Mass Effect 1. So if you guys are just joining us, Ilos was where we had our final mission in Mass Effect 1. It's a very nifty place, and it doesn't really have much to do there, but it's a place nonetheless that will be very, very much remembered by Mass Effect fans. Anyway, let's take a look at this picture. Nice place, by the way. Jesus. Alright, enough of admiring Liara's apartment. Let's take a look at this picture.
The picture changed when you touched it. It must be keyed to your ID. What does it show now?
It's a Prothean dig site. Liara did leave a message.
There are a few Prothean-looking objects around the apartment. Let's see what we can find.
Alright, so looks like we're gonna have to check out some Prothean relics around the apartment. Honestly, just give me a few more moments to admire Liara's apartment. Honestly, it's amazing. I mean, this place is so cool. I just wish that you know, homes in the future are like this, and hopefully I'll be long. I'll still be alive when we reach that level, and well, you know, hopefully I'll be able to own one in future. But that's just wishful thinking. All right, so let's take a look at this Prothean relic over here.
Those things must be worth a fortune.
Worth a fortune, and I bet Liara won't even sell a segment of him. I mean, even if well, one of the relics broke. I mean, they look like rocks, by the way. If one of the relics broke off, maybe a chip came off or something, a piece broke off. I don't think Liara would be willing to sell any of them. Let's take a look at this one.
She was certainly into ugly.
Doesn't look ugly to me. It looks like a rock. If I'm being honest, how is that ugly? I don't get it. Okay. Is there anything that we have to investigate here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, I think this is. Is there anything here? No. Okay. But this is what we have to check out. All right. Let's take a look at this.
Vasir, I've got something here.
Backup disk. Let's try it on her terminal. It looks like she recorded a call.
What have you got for me, Sakat?
It was tricky, but you paid for the best. I can narrow it down to a cluster, maybe even a system.
How soon can you have it?
Shouldn't take long. Come to my office. Area Frontiers in the Dracon Trade Center. Gotta say though, T'Soni, you're making me a little nervous. How big is the trouble that could come out of this?
Relax, Sakat. I'll see you in a few hours.
Sounds like Liara found something big on the Shadow Broker.
And then someone found her. I know where the Dracon Trade Center is. My car's outside.
Let's go.
The Barrier Frontiers offices are located on the 3rd floor. I don't hear police chatter. We must have missed the party.
Liara's in there!
There. Now it's getting fun.
They just took out 3 floors to make sure she's dead. I'll grab this sky car and seal off the building from the top.
I'll start down here and work my way up.
Just leave some for me.
Alright, okay, let me just take a brief pause. Let me just head back here first. Alright, let's take a brief pause. Alright guys, so that was unexpected. Yeah, that explosion nearly just jolted me a bit. Well, how the hell? Wait, I can get up here? Oh, that's amazing. I never done this before. Okay, so anyway, yeah, we're gonna end the video here because we are running out of time. That's a bit unfortunate, I know. Some of you might be keen to see what happens, but I promise you we're gonna take a look at it in the next episode. But yeah, so we're gonna end the video because, like I said, we are running out of time. So if you guys enjoyed this episode of Mass Effect 2, this first episode of an epilogue series here in Mass Effect 2, please be sure to leave a like on this video as well as hit that big red subscribe button down below so you don't miss when I upload the next one, and you won't miss whenever I kickstart Mass Effect 3 here on the channel. And with that being said, this is Akephalos signing off, and I hope to see you in the next one, folks. Peace.